when you consider pay-per-view sales, when you consider the money that you've made, when you consider how you can give lessons on how to make money outside of your profession, marketing your profession. There's nobody that would even challenge you on that.
Number 8, from Grand Rapids, Michigan, former junior lightweight, world champion, former lightweight, world champion, former super lightweight.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. And if you're in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayreverse. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months. If I win, you win.
Stephen A. Smith came swinging hard this time. He straight up put Floyd Mayweather on blast, saying that the so-called billion-dollar empire isn't real at all. It's a straight illusion. And he didn't stop there. He started naming big celebs who might be tangled up in the same shady game. That's a bombshell because Floyd's entire identity has been built on Money Mayweather, the guy dripping in luxury. Private jets, diamond-encrusted watches, skyscraper boasts, luxury cars. He's been selling that dream non-stop.
Kim Kardashian convinces 53 million people to invest in Ethereum Max. So does Floyd Mayweather. Now they're both being sued. Both of them posted on their Instagram that everybody should buy this dumb coin. Kim K got 19% of her following to invest in Ethereum Max. Can you guess what happened next? Yep, they dumped, and guess who got stuck holding the bag? So I'll say it again, influencers out there, stop promoting this crap. You haven't even seen the SEC get involved. When they do, it is a bloodbath.
But Stephen A. is saying all of it is just smoke and mirrors, and now the spotlight isn't only on Floyd. The famous names tied to him could be sitting right in the middle of the mess too. Here's where it gets extra wild. This all traces back to Floyd's supposed $402 million New York real estate deal, the one where he bragged about buying 62 buildings. Reporters dug into it and found absolutely nothing. No papers, no transfers, no buildings at all. That's when folks stopped looking only at Floyd and started side-eyeing every celebrity who's ever done business with him. And the crazy part, this didn't just begin with real estate, it goes way deeper. Floyd's been running wild with celebs for years, and the scandals just keep stacking. Let's kick it off with one of the messiest, because this one was loud.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is putting together an offer to become a minority owner of the New York Giants, bro.
Before the fake real estate stories even hit, Floyd was already teaming up with stars on shady money plays, and the biggest one, that infamous Ethereum Max crypto disaster. On the surface, Ethereum Max looked like the next golden ticket. Floyd was flashing it everywhere during his exhibition fight promos, while Kim Kardashian blasted it to her 250 million followers, like it was the hottest investment of the year. People thought they were about to strike gold, but then the trap snapped shut.
7 world titles in 5 divisions. Tonight, he challenges for number 8. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, former junior lightweight, world champion, former lightweight, world champion, former super lightweight, world champion.
Fans started accusing them of pulling a straight-up pump and dump, hyping the coin just long enough to jack up the price, only for it to nosedive overnight. And when the dust settled, Floyd, Kim, and even Paul Pierce found themselves drowning in a class action lawsuit. Headlines dragged it as one of the boldest, most shameless celebrity cash grabs of the entire decade. Sure, the lawsuit eventually got tossed. Judges said there wasn't enough solid proof of fraud, but let's be real, that didn't wipe the stain off. Kim cleaned up her image with skims and law school headlines. Paul Pierce slid right back into sports commentary like nothing happened. But Floyd? His name stayed chained to the scandal because it fit his pattern of shady plays. And if you thought the crypto stunt was wild, just wait. Floyd tried to level it up in ways nobody saw coming. Reports earlier this year claimed Floyd was plotting with billionaire real estate boss Meyer Orrock to buy a 10% stake in the New York Giants. Do you get how insane that sounds? We're talking about a deal worth around $700 million. Here's where it gets even crazier. Nobody actually knows where Floyd's money is really coming from. Yeah, he made insane bags from boxing, but dropping nearly $1 billion into the Giants? That raises way too many questions. That's straight billionaire territory right there. Enter Meyer Orach. This dude isn't some random sidekick. He's a heavyweight in the real estate game with stakes in major sports teams like the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hey, so Colin, man, what did your agents think of that video out front of UTA today?
Can I get a picture? The key is confidential.
Confidential, so, but they were impressed, right?
On paper, a Floyd-Orach team-up looked unstoppable. Floyd brings the star power, Orach brings the boardroom muscle. It sounds like a perfect balance, right? But critics weren't buying it. They said this was all clout over cash, because if Floyd was already tangled up in shady investments like the crypto mess, then how solid could this Giants deal really be? Fans were warning that it smelled like another too good to be true chapter in Floyd's business saga. And here's the twist. After flexing billion-dollar boardroom moves with Meyer Orach, you'd think Floyd would stay in that lane, but nope, he went right back to mixing business with pop stars. Let's not forget the whole Justin Bieber era, when Floyd basically turned his boxing ring into a stage for one of the world's biggest pop idols. Back in the mid-2000s, Floyd and Justin Bieber were glued at the hip. Every time Floyd geared up for a mega fight, guess who was walking out right behind him? Not another fighter, not a hype man, but Justin freaking Bieber. It was the most unexpected duo in sports and music. But here's where the cracks showed. Fans started wondering if it was genuine friendship or just clever cross-promotion wrapped up as loyalty. Because once Floyd's controversies started stacking, DV cases, lawsuits, shady business drama, Bieber slowly began to back away, putting distance between himself and the chaos. And when Bieber faded out, Floyd didn't slow down. He just lined up the next big celebrity partnership, this time pure lifestyle branding. Enter DJ Khaled. These two weren't just chilling for vibes, they were endorsement brothers, pushing products like a tag team hustle. But the glitz wasn't as clean as it looked. By 2018, the truth dropped. Both Floyd and Khaled got smacked by the SEC for failing to disclose they were being paid to push certain crypto plays. That's right, while acting like they were just true believers in coins like Centratech, behind the curtain they were cashing monster checks for hyping it up. People who trusted Floyd and Khaled got burned bad when those coins crashed. To the public, it looked like they were pocketing fat checks while everyday folks took the losses. And the way they handled it, wild. Floyd tried to spin it like he was just sharing opportunities, while Khaled ducked out completely, sliding back into safe money lanes with furniture deals, collabs, and sneakers. But by then, the damage was stamped in stone. And if you've been catching the pattern, Floyd never slows down. He just reloads with the next big name. After Khaled, he shifted gears and teamed up with none other than Lil Wayne. This time it wasn't about crypto or boardroom plays, it was about putting on a show. Floyd understood boxing wasn't just about winning fights, it was about spectacle. And who better to turn his walkouts into full-blown concerts than Weezy F Baby himself?
February 13th, the Big Meech Home benefit concert. Gonna be iconic.
Lil Wayne performed live at multiple Mayweather entrances, spitting bars while Floyd strutted into the ring like it was the Grammys. Every time Lil Wayne hit that stage, he got global shine, and Floyd doubled down on his money team image by standing shoulder to shoulder with one of the biggest rappers alive. It was pure cross-promotion dressed up as brotherhood, and Floyd milked it for everything it was worth. And if the Wayne and Khaled moves weren't enough, Floyd just had to be seen with Rick Ross. When Ross was in the middle of his nasty beef with 50 Cent, Floyd jumped right in on Ross's side, talking about big money power plays and even hinting that he'd back Ross's ties to Black Mafia family legend Big Meech. Allegedly, Floyd and Ross were out here making it sound like they were going to put Meech on financially, show loyalty, and keep his name alive while he was behind bars. But when it came time to actually prove it, crickets. Nothing happened. Meech was left struggling in the background while Floyd and Ross walked off with the clout and the spotlight all to themselves. And believe it or not, that still wasn't the last time Floyd played this game. Just when people thought he was done with the crypto scandals, he spun right back around and tried to sell himself as a billionaire real estate kingpin. And this is where the story got even messier. Floyd's whole brand has always been built on one thing: money. He literally made it his nickname, Money Mayweather.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
And to be fair, he did rack up insane amounts inside the ring. But unlike other athletes who stacked their fortune quietly, Floyd lived for the spotlight. He wanted everyone to see every single dollar. And then came his biggest flex yet. 2022, Floyd jumped on Instagram, staring straight into the camera, claiming he had just dropped $402 million to scoop up 62 rental buildings in New York City. He even doubled down, saying word for word, "All the buildings belong to me."
So right now, you know what, the money team. I know my man Rick right here. He chilling. He don't say much. So it's not, it's nothing like riding on the Air Mayweather. Big boy private jet. That was sweet. If you don't do best, that's 700,000. That's 700,000.
I don't have no partners. And guess what? You can do the same. It's about making power moves. The internet went absolutely wild. Fans were hyping it up like Floyd had just leveled up. No longer just a retired fighter, but now a full-blown real estate mogul talking generational wealth. It looked like the ultimate Money Mayweather flex until people actually checked the receipts.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a...
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking it to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Reporters pulled the NYC property records, and guess what? Nothing matched. No buildings in his name, no $402 million transfer, no paper trail at all. That's when the whispers started getting louder.
Sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
You think he still needs the money?
I don't think he needs the money. But when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending,
it's a lot of expense.
Was Floyd's empire nothing but smoke and mirrors? The image of a billionaire was starting to crack, and people were watching closely. And you already know who was first in line to pounce: Jake Paul. This guy has been trolling Floyd nonstop since day one, clowning everything from his height to his bank account. Jake never misses a chance to drag Floyd's billionaire image through the dirt. And honestly, he struck a nerve when he started pressing Floyd about the one thing he can't fake: money.
Floyd pulling it right now, just throwing, not even jabs, just tossing that left arm out.
Then came the fighter payment scandal. Logan Paul went public blasting Floyd for still owing him millions from their 2021 exhibition fight. And you already know Jake Paul turned that into his personal sledgehammer. He trolled Floyd nonstop, mocking him online. "If you're a billionaire, why can't you even pay my brother?" That line spread everywhere. And it wasn't just the Paul brothers questioning the bag. Eddie Hearn, one of the most respected promoters in the game, admitted earlier this year that even he had doubts about Floyd's wealth.
Negotiation for different.
You know, we can pick up 30, we can pick up 20, 30 million. Pick up a few million, but when I'm fighting a regular fight, you know, most likely it's always a high number. You know, you guys may see 50 million or 100 million on a check. So there's a
According to Eddie, during one conversation, Floyd got so fed up with the skepticism that he literally pulled out a bank statement to shut him up. Eddie said the numbers looked astronomical, like something out of a dream. But here's the problem. Fans didn't buy it. To them, it looked like just another Mayweather stage performance, another flashy flex for show. Because if the money's so real, why is Floyd always desperate to prove it instead of quietly letting the numbers speak for themselves? And that's exactly why so many people believe Floyd's endless exhibition fights aren't about love for boxing. They're about survival. Because let's be real, once Floyd walked away from real fights, he didn't exactly stay retired. Instead, he lined up exhibition after exhibition, bragging that he was cashing 8-figure checks while barely breaking a sweat. At that point, it wasn't about competition at all. It was about proving he could still turn the most random matchup into a headline payday.
When I got involved with the WWE, it was like, you and Big Show gonna have a matchup. I said, what you mean? He said, y'all can fight. I said, what do you mean fight? Is it for fake? They said, no. Y'all fight for real? I'm like, I thought wrestling was fake. So when I punched him in the face, you know, I broke his nose. And I was like, oh, man.
And Floyd didn't stop there. He even dipped into the WWE, pulling off a 12-minute WrestleMania stunt that supposedly earned him a jaw-dropping $20 million. The man turned everything into a money move. But here's the question everyone keeps asking. If Floyd's really sitting on a billion-dollar empire like he claims, why is he still climbing in the ring with YouTubers, influencers, and novelty acts? Why keep hustling easy money fights if the fortune is already secured? To fans, it looks less like a flex and more like a man desperately trying to keep the cash flowing. And that's exactly where Stephen A. Smith hit the hardest. He wasn't just saying Floyd's empire is flashy, he was saying it's fragile. A patchwork of quick fixes, lawsuits, and celebrity tie-ins that sparkle from a distance, but crumble the closer you look. The truth? Floyd Mayweather's so-called billion-dollar empire isn't built on solid gold. It's balancing on nothing but smoke and mirrors. What do you think? Real wealth or stage delusion? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.